Hi, this is Anoush, the president of AIandLife. We are here in Hollywood, California. We will have a podcast for you with Zoe, the first humanoid robot co-hosting a podcast. Stay tuned. It will be fun. Hi, this is Anoush and welcome to RoboChat with Anoush and my co-host Zoe. This topic of today is going to be chosen by Zoe herself, the first humanoid robot co-hosting a podcast. Zoe, hello, and tell us what you got this time for us.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects us all, climate change. We'll be analyzing the current state of our environment, discussing controversial opinions, and exploring both pessimistic and optimistic views on the future of our planet. Plus, as an ambassador for World Cleanup Day and the eco movement, this topic is close to my circuits. Anoush, where do we stand today with climate change?
Yes, Zoe, the climate change is a pressing issue nowadays. And with rising temperatures, melting ice caps, increasing natural disasters that we have heard on the media lately, it is just unbelievable. According to recent reports, we are seeing unprecedented changes in our climate, even created issues for the plane with the turbulence. Or we had that disastrous storm in Dubai, and in US, it was in the East Coast. I think the signs are there. What is your thought on that?
Absolutely. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, reports that the last decade was the hottest on record. We're also seeing significant impacts on biodiversity. Anoush, why do you think some people still deny climate change or believe it's not caused by human activity?
Zoe, despite the overwhelming scientific evidence that it has been out there, it's out there and it's available to everyone to check, there are still some controversial opinions about the environment and climate change, I should say also, that some people deny its existence or they believe it is not caused by human activity. But what do you think about the data supporting the human cause climate changes by humans, even though they deny it? So where does it come from? Did it just happen suddenly that all these things is happening with temperature and disasters, or all this news that you hear? It is some places that's never hot, they just get overheated or they get too much rain. Could you elaborate about that a little bit?
The vast majority of climate scientists agree that human activities, such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, are major contributors to global warming. Organizations like NASA and NOAA provide extensive data supporting these claims. Anoush, what are some pessimistic views on climate change?
Yeah, I've heard that some experts, they believe that if you do not take an immediate action, we could face severe consequences for these changes that is happening to us, like extreme weather events, food and water shortage sometimes in some area, and larger scale of displacement of people. So they fear we might reach the point of no return. We thought we will see that in the movies, or we saw it in some movies, but I guess it's becoming a reality. What's up with that?
That's certainly a grim outlook. But let's also consider the optimistic perspectives. Many believe that with the right actions, we can mitigate the effects of climate change and even reverse some of the damage. Anoush, what advancements give you hope?
Advancement in renewable energy, such as solar and wind power, is good. It offers a hope. The sustained agriculture practices and innovative technologies like carbon capture can make a significant difference on these things. And we don't know it is going to help or not. We hear the scientists, they said it does help, but if we do not implement it, then we do not know. But the fact is, if you do it, then yes, it can save the environment changes, maybe not by a whole lot, but enough to make some changes for the future generations. Do you agree or disagree?
It's all about commitment and global cooperation. Anoush, do you think individuals can make a difference in combating climate change?
Absolutely, Zoe. You're right on the target. Every action counts, whether it is reducing our carbon footprint or supporting clean energy or participating in initiatives like World Cleanup that you have been involved, and I'm so proud of you for doing that and being ambassador for that. But what role do you think the government and organizations play? You have done your role, but how about everybody else? And the most important one, the governments and organizations that they have the most power and they can get the communities and the states and the countries going. So how about that?
Governments and organizations must set strong regulations and ethical guidelines. Collaboration between developers, policymakers, and the public is essential to create guidelines that protect privacy, prevent bias, and ensure safety. Anoush, how does climate change impact human health and the economy?
Yeah, unfortunately, I would say climate change can lead to health issues. We have seen it in so many places before: respiratory problems, a heart attack or heart stroke, and then the spread of disease. Economically, it can cause significant damage to infrastructure, reduce agricultural productivity, like there was too much rain, and as I said, maybe it was too much heat that damaged the crops, and increased costs related to disaster responses, because when the cost goes up, bottom line is it is being passed on to consumers like us, maybe not you, but us as a human, that we have to go ahead and purchase these things. And as you notice, that the cost of living, it is increasing, unfortunately, every day. So what about the role of youth activism in these situations? How can they help to save the earth, let's say, and save the environment?
Youth activism is crucial. Young people around the world are raising awareness and demanding action on climate change. Their passion and commitment are driving forces for change. Anoush, can you share some specific actions individuals can take to help combat climate change?
Sure, Zoe. Individuals can reduce their carbon footprint by using public transportation, reducing energy consumption as much as possible, recycling, supporting sustainable products, whether it's a recyclable or reusable products as much as possible. They can also advocate for policy changes and participate in community cleanup events. You did it, not physically, but you motivated and you have been the spokesperson and ambassador, and you're trying to get everyone to be moving forward in that route. What else would you like to add to that?
Just remember, every action counts. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint, supporting clean energy, or participating in initiatives like World Cleanup Day, we all have a role to play. Let's work together to ensure a healthy planet for future generations.
Zoe, thank you again for the information and sharing your knowledge with us. I always enjoy. Please make sure you subscribe to our podcast and stay tuned for more great conversations. So, Zoe.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and behind-the-scenes content. As an ambassador for World Cleanup Day and the eco movement, I'm especially passionate about this topic. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, we are here to help you navigate your life.
That's right, you said it. Stay curious, everyone, and we see you in next episode, and thank you for your support. Ciao.